the smallest surface in combat sports.
These two fighters have a personal beef, and they're about to settle the score. Bare knuckle.
They use the triangle ring for the excitement of it because there's nowhere to run.
This is what we do. We are extreme.
You don't actually like this guy, do you?
The story of this fight started with a backstage altercation.
You ain't getting slapped.
Yeah, do
you ain't looking, you ain't getting slapped right now. You're scared of 6 rounds. You stupid little man.
Why don't you do 6 rounds then?
Why don't you? Because it's contracted for 5. Are you getting paid anymore? You stupid man. You're a disrespectful piece of shit. Look how you didn't get clipped. Scared? Who's scared? We do bad knuckle. Who's going to be scared? You're a piece of shit.
This is a great fight, as we expected it would be, inside the smallest surface in combat sports. Big right hand, though.
The result of this championship bout, a majority draw.
Neither fighter was happy with the draw, so tonight they get to settle the score.
I'm willing to die out there, you know what I'm saying? And that's not metaphorically speaking. It's like I'm literally willing to die. Like, I love my life. I want to live and stuff. But when I step in that ring and we hit that bell, put me down a million times. The only thing that's gonna finish that fight is me being dead or out or something like that. So who's willing to die more?
You know, you get 5% good people in jail. The rest of them are absolute rats. So when I come out of jail in 2014, I actually think to myself, oh, I'm ruined here. I've got nothing to do. And I remember just looking at YouTube, and I remember seeing the bare knuckle come up, and I thought, is that legal? But once I got some vision, you know, and I got some focus, which is the bare knuckle boxing, I haven't stopped since, and it put me on the straight and narrow.
Someone's going to sleep. It's not going to judges. Someone's going to sleep. I know this.
Their rematch promises blood, but before we get to the violence, we need to meet the men behind the Trigon.
Don't give up. Don't give up. Fight, don't fight, nigga. Fight, don't fight. You got a family. You got kids. You got bills.
I got plenty on Chauncey. Ain't nobody better.
You know, started in the backyard, you know, South Florida, you know, but now we moonwalking on the stars, living a dream. We're out here in the UK. They say boxing is a sweet science. Bare knuckle is a gentleman's sport. You remember back in the days with the handlebar mustache when they used to put them up? Yeah, true gentlemen, you know?
You know, when I first started involved, it was like 150 blokes, everyone was steaming, loads of testosterone, there was no women, no kids, and it wasn't really an event anyone could go to.
So much work gone into this, people don't realise. It hasn't just popped up and come here. When we went to the O2 the first time, we was laughed at. You can't have bare knuckle at the O2 in London. And the next thing you know, we're at the O2.
They got the Trigon. I went and saw the triangle last night for the first time.
Yeah, the Trigon, yeah.
The Trigon, I was like, oh my God, you can't hide. You can't slip away.
It's the very purest form of fighting, you know what I mean?
I've touched most drugs, do you know what I mean? But that buzz from that is just nothing you'll ever, it's unreal.
I think it's getting bigger daily. Like, I really do think it's building. There's more entertainment in it. There's more violence, there's more blood.
Well, bare knuckle boxing, I agree with some of them points. It is brutal. If you're going back in the history books, and not too long ago, before people put the gloves on, this is how it was done. And in, you know, hundreds and hundreds of years before that, people was, you know, in coliseums with shields and swords, fighting to the death, and the public was flocking to see that.
Bare knuckle fighting, there's a pain and there's a danger and there's a wildness of it that even some very great fighters, they get to a certain, they're in there and they're like, I don't like this. They don't want that experience once they find it, once they're in there.
Hey, just let you guys know that's just not right. So
what's not right? 162, 163. Hold on 1 second.
Y'all need to fix some shit.
1 second.
The fucking title fight, 165, 165 pounds.
Who's 166?
Yeah, that's 165 is the weight.
So I'm messing around with the pants. I'll take the pants off and we'll go from there. We'll see where we're at with it. I got 0.5. James, sorry, you've got half a pound to lose. Let's get a little bit of weight off. I thought it was 166. I weighed in banging 166. On the contract it says 165. I like the integrity when it comes to things like this, you know. I mean, if you're world champion, make the weight. We don't want under, we don't over. It got done anyway, you know, and that's being professional.
165 banger.
Man, just just anxious, ready to go out there and throw down, man. This is what I live for. I love to fight. Just the more of just the anxious sitting here waiting.
I'm excited for my son. I know he's gonna do it. He's gonna knock him down.
Middleweight Championship of the world, all taking place inside the smallest surface in combat sports, BKB's Mighty Trigon.
Here we go! I don't know what to expect. I really don't. I could see an early finish by either man, or I could see him going the distance and having the greatest fight in bare knuckle history.
You're going to have to watch him for a while to see why LT's a double-weight world champion.
Absolutely. And man, a lot of things.
Oh, shot by Kennelly.
How good is this?
Wow. And they're still standing, both of them.
LT did say he expects the same type of fight as the first time they met. Grinders, non-stop toe-to-toe. That has been exactly what we have seen thus far. And James always says, I never wanted easy. So he wants to fight LT again. What a flurry at the end of the round! LT's mindset, excited to fight. There's a little more drive and a little more want because of the draw the very first time.
And fighting in front of his mom and dad.
Not very. Continues.
He's got to get his hands up.
He does. LT knows he's hurt. LT has poured it on. Different angle. Frenetic pace.
Brilliant. Oh, good shot again.
Oh, big uppercut.
These guys are giving it all.
It's in their DNA, isn't it, Tom?
That's the truth.
They were born to fight, both of these men.
If ever you wanted to define fighting men, these men.
Yep. Sixth and final round.
James has got to knock him out to win it. I agree.
100%. And James knows that.
At 58 to 56, all three in favor of your winner, declaring your winner by unanimous decision, and still.
Oh man, he ate some shots where I saw him leg wobble and everything. And then he looks at me, smiles, and hits his chin. I was like, okay, damn, we're in for a war, and he was willing to die just like me. And
do you think the score is settled now?
Oh yeah, I mean, I believe it is. I'm happy to be squashed with that.
No, I just never fought my fight.
Characters in mixed martial arts, characters in boxing are fascinating. Their narratives are extraordinary. These guys, off the charts, so many of them. You've got people talking about how they've got mental health issues, how they've been to prison, how they were alcoholic, how they were drug addicts, how they were in crime, and they've turned their lives around. If you've got violence in you and you educate it in the gym, it turns into something quite beautiful.
It's an art.
Because it's an art.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's all controlled. They're extraordinary characters. They just want to throw down and fight.
I remember I was feeling really low. I was really, really low. And just out of the blue, I was my friend from school. We've known each other since we was like 4 years old. I've gone over to his cafe, which is over the road from my gym. I'm just about in the dumps. I haven't really mentioned anything to him. I didn't mention how I was feeling. I tend to keep my cards to my chest. And he said, oh, you've got to see this. And he showed me a video of Joe Rogan just saying a couple of things. It was so out of the blue. And he says, he was saying like, you know, that people are a bit too soft at the moment.
In this country, being weak is thought of as a virtue. People think that you should be weak and you should be docile and then you should be a pacifist. No. You should be a monster. You should be a monster. You should be ruthlessly ambitious and then learn how to control it. And it's that old expression, it's better to be a warrior in a garden
than a gardener in a war. That really sat with me. And I didn't even finish my breakfast. He showed me, I went, Ed, thanks brother. And I went straight back over to the gym and started training.
And when it comes to bare knuckle, PKB, we make the weekends. Nobody on the planet do it bigger or better than us. From the Creole part of worldwide, out here to the great London and the United Kingdoms. They gotta see us.